Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. I hope you all are doing well. It's Friday morning. I'm going to pop in here. I'll do a little story mode. We'll do a recap of the week, some of the things that happened this week, and just throw some things out there and see what, talk about some things. Also wanted to touch on this small brag. I know it's not a huge deal, but I did for the first time ever make the top 8 in my Victor's Arena, which is pretty cool. A lot of this is luck. You get a bad matchup, you can be out round 1. I got lucky. I got in matchups where at least I could compete and was lucky enough to make it to the top 8. And then ended up getting pretty much curb stomped by our top guy in our server. He's always at the top of every leaderboard, as you can see by his fancy gold stars and all that stuff. But hey, top 8 for the first time was pretty cool. I know it's not a big deal. My server has never been merged yet, so I'm probably in a low participating server right now. Once our server merges, if they do, when and if they do another merge, I'm sure I'll take a pretty big hit once we get a little more active server. But for what we're in now and for what's going on, 8, pretty cool. Unfortunately, and I've said this before and I'll say this again, the rewards for this are just such trash. I mean, it's bad enough we don't really get to play. It's simmed for us. But these got to be better, especially these top ones. You got to have universal neutrons in there. You've got to have super encrypted tokens in there. You want people to spend their money and really compete at these things, you've got to make the rewards worthwhile, and none of this is worth your time and especially your money. So I know a lot of people have a lot of ideas of what would fix this game. I'll keep saying what I say. I think it starts with PvP. It's getting activating people's competitive spirit, their competitive instinct to be number one. And one of the best ways you can ignite that is by giving good rewards. If you're given SETIs, universal neutrons, and stuff like that, these really hard to get things as rank rewards for your PvP, I think people would take it a lot more seriously, and maybe you'd get people to want to get in it. The ship may have sailed on that. It may be too late now. This may have been something they needed to do months ago. But that's some of you probably heard me say before, but atrocious rewards for a PvP arena. But hey, that's that. But anyway, a little brag, even though I know it's not a big deal. The other thing we're going to do here real quick before we get started is, and I just learned this on the Discord. I forget who it was, or else I'd say their name. I'm sorry. But I never knew, and we're a year in, that if you go to tier ups, you can take, I'm sure that button's been there for a year. I just never noticed it or thought to click on it. But you can recoup tier materials. I never do that. So, because I'd put some in early game, I'd put some in the Bane. And so I was able to, I took them out. I can't now because I'm back to tier 0, but I was at tier 1. I took them out, just hit the button, and was able to get all my material back, which is cool because now I can put it into the Chaos Crystal. And this is going to get us, there we go. Now we're at tier 3 with 15% critical chance. Let's go ahead. I got more than enough to auto enhance you. Auto enhance you. And let's get 63 into that. And there we go. And so just one more to go. That 15% damage amp will be beautiful. Not sure who I'm going to go to next. My original thought was Zod. He's one of the top 2-3 characters in the game. His artifact should reflect that as well. I don't have any tiers. HP bonus gives him survivability. Obviously all this gives him survivability. The longer he's on the field, the better he is. I also thought about maybe going the wrist for Cheshire, since I use it on her. Not sure. Just not sure yet. I could do the gloves here. What are these? Defense, damage reduction. This is all defense. Even though I think that does give increased HP, increased crit rate and HP. I don't know. I don't know which one I'm going to do next. Haven't decided yet. Haven't got that far. We'll finish off this and then we'll also, actually, you know what? I think I will do these. Nightwing's, he's probably just a smidge below Zod and Aquaman as far as tanks go. It's probably between him and John Stewart who the best tank is as far as epics go. I think I would I might give a small edge to Nightwing, but it'd be the smallest of smalls. You know, John Stewart's counterattacking and everything like that is just really nice, and you know, stuff like that. But man, Nightwing and that block team just can rule a lot of teams, even a year later. And then with the influx of the Amazonian team members, it's really gotten better. I know for my, nope, wrong one. I already did those. For like my Victor's Arena here. Let's see, I think it was this one. I hate that it takes so many clicks to click. There you go. Yeah, they up punched almost 1.5 million with Nightwing, Nubia, Yara, and then Ocean Master. And I've been using, instead of Artemis, I've been using Cheshire still, just because Artemis is still like rank 8, and I'm not sure if she's quite ready yet. But you know, this little team right here, 1.85 on a kind of Joker Mr. T hybrid here. You know, they've been doing work for me, so there's that. And there, so we got the Chaos Crystal to tier 3, so that's a good move. It doesn't look like I'm going to be getting Black Adam. I struck out last night on my last 5 pulls, which is, you know, is what it is, especially when you're free to play. You just don't have, you know, you're going to miss some, you're going to skip some. That's, you know, nothing we can do about that. It happened with Joker, Swamp Thing. You know, you just have to keep moving on and keep playing, and, you know, and hopefully get another team, or maybe, you know, maybe the next legendary will be a little bit more OP, or maybe fit into what I need better. But no Black Adam, unfortunately, so, which is fine. Like I said, just par for the course. When you're free to play, you just don't get them all. And then other than that, not a whole lot going on. You know, it was a busy week. I'll go down the ride. Jerry, the winged horse came out. I will say visually looked fantastic. I really, when I heard the name Jerry the winged horse, I was expecting something a bit more comedic, and it looks fantastic. And the stats and everything are just out of this world, especially, and again, someone brought this up in Discord, if he's a turn 1 like Parallax here, I mean, he's gonna be tough. I mean, he's gonna really put that other team behind the 8 ball right away. So that'll be really nice. That event kicks off the 9th, which, let me check, for me is tomorrow. I don't know if that means I'll get it tonight at reset or tomorrow at reset, but either way, it's coming pretty quick. It's coming in the next day or so. I haven't had a breakthrough yet in those where I actually got it, so maybe this will be the one where I get lucky. But either way, we'll accumulate the tickets so that if we don't get it this time, we'll buy it for the next one in the next season. But definitely, probably, especially if it's a turn 1 character, we'll definitely buy it as soon as we get the tickets. That'll be our next purchase. The Amazonians are turning out to be not a bad team. Not a bad team, you know. Who else did we do this? Oh, the Aquaman rerun. Now, there's a good thing right there, too. Aquaman, easily one of the best 2 or 3 characters in this game. Like I said, with Nightwing, you know, him and Zod, as far as tanks go, even though I know a lot of people don't play him as tanks, play him as a tank. Him and Zod are right there 1 and 2 as far as the 2 tanks you want, for sure. So definitely, if you don't have Aquaman, you want to be going after him. He is worth your time, your investment, for sure. And you can just see it, a School of Fish, the survivability he's given everybody. I mean, mine's rank 10, badge 30, and he's just keeping this team alive and alive and alive. You know, long enough for everyone else to do their thing. And then if you put the Atlantean helmet on it, I'll do it right here just to show you. He's going to heal himself here in a second with the Atlantean helmet. Boom, and just healed himself, and we'll let Nightwing or Firestorm do the rest. So definitely a character worth investing in if you don't have him, or if you need to get him to rank 10. Get in there, Soups. Let's finish this, buddy. And there we are. Yeah, I definitely would put it on this team, especially in the PvP. That'll be really nice. But yeah, this is kind of just the way I've been using the Amazonians. Till I get Artemis up and going, and then I'll have to figure out how I want to if I want to take Cheshire off this team. She does just so much damage for this team that it's really nice. And I know Artemis will do that, and especially with that Mega Chop. Just deleting people would be very nice as well. But for now, this is how I'm running it. Get Yara in there to finish off some. Come on, Cheshire. Let's go. Block team's awesome, but man, it takes forever. It is a slow grind. There's one gone, and we didn't get the wrist activated, unfortunately. Right, that's good. So what are we on? 59? Ooh, we could get to 60. Ooh, that'd be a nice little milestone too. And there's only 4 more left. Well, we'll see if we can get through 59 still before we get too ahead of ourselves. Might actually join the rest of the crew out there and finish off this story mode. Let's see. Yeah, you know, let this Nightwing out. Activate his sticks. Oh, no nap on the girl, unfortunately. I think old Ocean Master's got her pretty neutered with all the offense down. She's not doing a whole lot. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's why I keep Cheshire on this team. She can really get it going. For sure. Let's see here. We got enough. We can do Yara, and then we'll wait on Cheshire. There's Cheshire. Hey, I don't think she'll finish her, but hopefully she puts a good dent in her. Yeah, not too bad. Let's see. She's got 15 bleeds, so let's wait till those wear off. There's some. There we go. Now let's re-up her. Alright, Cheshire. Finish her off. Let's get rid of her. She'll bleed out now. There she bled out. Now we're just down to the last guy, huh? Let's make sure he doesn't use an ultimate of whatever little ultimate they have. Probably some healing or something. Ah, whoops. No, we wanted Cheshire. Oh, Nubia's like, I can finish this. Alright, one more stage here. This is basically my Wonder Woman bride team, pretty much. Does minions, and we'll get the bride in here to help finish off Penguin. There goes Penguin. And there we go. Alright, I'll see you at the next stage. Alright everyone, we're here at stage 9 and we've got Bane and Green Arrow. I think today actually, as like I said earlier, ends Black Adam, so it'll be interesting to see how the Shock team works. I'm very curious in the cadence. I'm assuming they're not going to do a Shock season, because if you were going to do a Shock season, wouldn't you just leave Black Adam out with the Shock season? So I'm curious how long it's going to take for us to get these other 2 Shock characters. Because right now, with Black Adam being incomplete, you know, I don't know, how much use you're going to have for him until you can get those other shot characters, and then that means how long is he going to be sitting on the sidelines, Is it going to take them 2 or 3 months to release the rest of the characters? I don't know, but I hope it's not too long, because you'd like to see Black Adam, especially, he has a huge following, people love Black Adam. I'm not a huge Black Adam fan. I mean, I like him, but it's not end of the world to me. But for a lot of people it is, and to kind of just throw him out there and then just leave him sit and rot while you're waiting however many weeks, or hopefully not months, for the rest of the team to show up, not a good move. So hopefully we can get those other shot characters pretty quick, so we can start seeing the full potential of Black Adam, and people can start enjoying him and using him to the best of his kit, hopefully. Yeah, just unfortunate that I said this in a previous video. I know you want to get Black Adam out there. I get it, from the game perspective. You're hoping he's a moneymaker for you. But he's also got to be, a good character for people to want to spend money on, If you keep burning people by letting these characters out and they're subpar when you release them, people are going to stop spending, they're not going to trust you. And Black Adam's another one where it's just kind of like it happens, and the Joker was the same way. They end up buffing the Joker a little bit, and then I think, once the full team was out, it kind of solidified itself a little bit. But yeah, you probably should let out people who put Shock out there, and then you release Black Adam, who does all the killing with the Shock out there, and then he comes out with a bang, as opposed to comes out with a kind of a dud, unfortunately. So I don't know, hopefully it doesn't take them too long to get these rusty shot characters out here, and like I said, we can see Black Adam at his full potential. And damn, that dude hits hard, and people can really enjoy him who got him, and the Black Adam's fans can get something out of it, one of their favorite characters. So just kind of an unfortunate the way they did it, I guess. I also see Judo Master came out this week for a couple days, so if you need some of that, some of him, you got a chance to get some of him. What else happened today? Yeah, I'll get Cheshire in there. I can't even read my own notes. So, and then the Fatal Exception, well, I guess is the big news that got postponed. I was saying 2.5 weeks in my video, but more like 3.5 weeks. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mode that's been in the game before now. It was a little buggy before, but I don't know. That's a tough one to try to read the tea leaves on that one of what's going on. Just, I'm not a huge believer in that it's such a great game mode, or anything. I mean, it's something different that hasn't been around for quite a few months, so from that perspective it will be interesting, but it's far from going to fix the issues this game has as far as content goes. But nonetheless, when they announce a release date and then they postpone it 3.5 weeks, that's disappointing and not good. So we'll have to see on the 30th, when it's tentatively scheduled to be released, if it actually comes out or not, or if they had some kind of rhyme or reason to why they did it, or who knows. But I guess it'll be interesting to play something a little bit different, even though it's it's a game mode that's not going to take that long to play. But the 8th medal will definitely be nice. That's for sure. Another thing I'm curious about is with the Artemis thing, if Artemis was originally supposed to be an epic, and that's why her shards were only given 40 instead of 60. How many more epics are we going to get? You know what I mean? I mean, are they going to start turning other epics into legendaries in hopes of extracting more money out of you by making everything through super encrypted tokens? I wouldn't be surprised if they know end of service on this game, like the developers do and the team running it, and so it's just matter of releasing as much content as they can and try to get as much money as possible. That wouldn't surprise me one bit, you know, and that they're going to change epics to legendaries to try to force setis on you, to force you to use setis in hopes that you'll spend money on that, as opposed to, because people are probably hoarding the regular ones like crazy, you know, because there's really no need to use them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're switching some of those because they know end of service and they're just trying to get as much out of this as they possibly can. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. So alrighty, well, we're off to 12. Alright guys, we're back here at 12 and we got Hal, and I always forget her name. But well, let's see if Firestorm can put a quick end to this. Well, he almost put an end to Hal. I was going to get a good hit on us though. Yeah, he didn't do much damage. Oh geez, Superboy went nuts. That's the only nice thing about his badge 30 is increasing that counter attack. That'd be nice. Alright, well, Firestorm took care of most of this. We should take care of the rest now, so. Alright, Batman and Red Hood. Physical damage is tailor-made for the block team. We'll go Cheshire first this time. I'm already putting around those attack decreases. I really can't wait to get her to rank 10, so whenever who skips their ultimate is stunned, so I can actually see whose ultimate's been skipped. I think it might have been Batman's that time because he hasn't done one yet this round, and usually he's gone off by now, I think. But it'll be nice when I can actually see it, because I can't make heads or tails out of whose stuff's getting skipped or not. But Batman has not done an ultimate yet, so I'm thinking we might have skipped his. Let's get the Nightwing out there, put someone to sleep maybe. There we go. Yeah, that's his first ultimate. Go ahead and skip someone else's, I guess. Oh, almost got him. Well, he's going to wake up all kinds of pissed, as he does when he's... Well, there he is for his nap. Let's wait till he wakes up, and then we'll only Cheshire on him, and hopefully we can be done with him. Alright, there we are. Oh, she's going to go after Batman now. Alright. Oh. She didn't that time. Alright, let's get Bats out of here, hopefully. There he goes. I guess one of these two minions won't do it. Alright. That should finish him. Alright, who Wonder Woman Bride got to deal with? Robin and Nightwing. Nightwing better not put Wonder Woman to sleep. He's gonna go after her hard too. Alright, who she got off first? Alright, good. Survived that one. Oh, Batmobile, what you waiting for? Alright, now Bride next. I don't think we'll get to Nightwing though. Nope. Yeah, them blocks are do the job. Oh, we lost Green Arrow. And there goes Wonder Woman. Gosh darn it. I tell you, he's a pain in the butt. Nightwing is definitely a top tier character in this game. For sure. Come on, Wonder Woman. Wake up, girl. Alright, we'll get the Bride out. Finally get rid of him. Damn. Let's get the hard hit out. Let's get Wonder Woman's AoE out and see if maybe we can be done with this one. There we go. Yeah, Nightwing made that a pain, his survivability. Alright, we're off to 15. Alright everyone, we're here at the halfway point of chapter 59. We got some poison crew here. Penguin and Scarecrow. Alright, Crypto, get out there. Well, Superboy went for his first bye-bye. Counterattacks there. See if we can get rid of Penguin here. Oh, we got rid of Scarecrow. And Penguin's not far. Oh, yep, not far behind him. Bizarro and his freeze, and he better not freeze Cheshire. Freeze Ocean Master, so that way his mirror can be activated. There goes his ultimate. Easy there. Tell you what, this one's not going to be easy. Alright, so we used the purple healing thing already. We want the wrist, which means 35% increase in basic attacks. Everyone seems to be hanging on. Let's wait for... Let's get this out. Cheshire's coming up. Come on, girl. Alright, Ocean Master. Hold on, buddy. Man. Uh-oh. This one's getting interesting. We need to get through Firestorm very quickly. Alright, good. That'll give us a little bit of a break from that dude. Okay, so holding on still. Is that guy sleeping again? Is he awake? He's awake. Let's see if we can't get... Alright, Firestorm's gone, finally. That dude's sleeping. Bizarro's going to be the huge headache now. Here he goes. Okay, freezing Yara. Not end of the world, but... this is going to be messy. Let's get her out. We're 9 rounds in. Yeah. Alright, good. Let's get rid of somebody. Oh, we're going after Bizarro, are we? Come on, Nightwing, get in there. So we need someone to take a snap. There we go. Yara seems to have recuperated some... Oh, there goes his ultimate. Okay, you can't do that to Cheshire, buddy. I'll skip his next ultimate. Alright, now we got a time issue. We need a big hit, girl. Alright. Whew. Man, that one got a little sloppy. But got done. That's all that matters. Alright. Let's see here. We've got the unlikely duo Captain Cold and Jessica. Ooh, them bonds. Man, those guys are... Ugh. Oh, easy there. Oh, there went Constantine. This one's going to get interesting. We didn't get rid of as many minions as we needed to. Let's get... Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the minions. Damn, there went... Yeah, we're in trouble in this one. I think this one's going to be a redo. Let's get this up. I don't know if she's got a revive or not. She does not. Ooh. That was a rough one. We're going to have to redo that one. Is there anything I want to do different? I don't think it matters much, but let's try this. Double shields, that's why they're the duo. Let's see if we can have a little bit better luck this time. Alright, there went the helmet. There went arrow. Them bomb throwers back there in the back are killing me. Absolutely killing me. Damn. Let's see if we can get John in here to give us a little bit of help. We might move him to the back row too, so he can take one of this guy's grenade that he keeps lobbing at us. Wonder Woman can take it. Poor Green Arrow can't. Yep, we might have to move John to the back row. We're going to go put him up. Damn. Ooh, that's not good. Come on, John, let's get your shields up, man. Man, that's the one person we don't want to lose. I don't know. How do we avoid that guy? Problem is, she's strong to him, so she... Alright, so we got rid of those guys. Oh, come on, mirror. Alright, back row's about as good as you're gonna get. Okay, not bad. Come on, John. Get you next, buddy. Alright, another minion gone. John's doing his thing. Come on, let's get Bride, maybe? These damn shields. Let's get that hard hit out. Can we get through Captain Cold? Now with Alexa's call to assist, we're not going to. Gosh darn it. That shields, more shields. Come on, Wonder Woman. Oh, shoot. Come on, one more. Alright, well, we'll get rid of Captain Cold. I don't think we'll be able to survive Jessica, though. No. Damn it. Yeah, this is going to time out, I think. Yeah, we're not going to get close. All right. Wow. Could use Black Adam here with all these damn shields, huh? We're gonna get damn more shields. I don't know, might not be able to get through this one. I really don't have... I think he's gonna get nuked out right away. Damn it. we got a silence on him at least. Come on, come on, come on, get through him. Come on, come on. No more shields. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, so he's gone. Get a heal in. Any chance? Come on, come on. Let's get one more bride ultimate in. Let's heal somebody. There, finally, Kid Flash comes in and saves the day. How about that? So, alrighty, well there we go. So that one took a little bit of work, but we got there, you know. And we'll stop there, halfway through 59. We're on our way to 16. That was a tough combo. That double shield there gave them a lot of survivability. So, whew. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to call it there. I'm out of here. That was fun. It's always nice when there's a little bit of a challenge. I mean, I think that's one of the beefs against Firestorm is it doesn't take some of the challenge away. So it's nice to have to try to figure something out. That makes it a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun for sure. So, alrighty, guys. Well, I'm out of here. Tell me what you think about the week. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of what happened. You know, Fatal Exception's probably the bad. Jerry looks like could be very good. And all that stuff. So, yeah, let me know what you think. And best of luck out there with getting Jerry this weekend through the next week. I hope you guys get lucky and hit that 1 point whatever percent and land yourself a Jerry. Especially if you're free to play, you know, you're really going to need to get lucky. But I look forward to seeing what he looks like. So, alrighty, guys. Well, take care. Have a good weekend. And I hope to see you in the next one. Later, everybody.